Hi everybody, Brad here, and I'm with Robyn.
Hello.
And we're on Cree Island at the moment in Raja Ampat, and we're coming up literally to the end of this journey here on this amazing island in Raja Ampat. We've been here for 5 or 6 days now. We're literally booked here for 6 nights, and we've had the best time. We've done lots of snorkeling and scuba diving. We've explored nearby islands, private islands. We've taken private boats out. We've just sat around here. We've enjoyed our time here on the islands. And I literally spent with Robyn, this one here, about 5 or 10 minutes brainstorming different things that you should consider if you're looking at coming out here and spending time out here at Raja Ampat. Real quick, Raja Ampat is in West Papua, the province of West Papua. Just Google it. There's like a gazillion islands that make up Raja Ampat, and we're on the island of Cree Island, so K-R-I, Cree Island. And we're staying at a homestay, which I don't even know the name of it, but I'll find out, I'll flash up the exact name. It belongs to Lucky.
I think it's around his name. Like
it's around his name, like Lucky something, yeah? Lucky, whatever it is. Anyway, so it's fairly well equipped, but there are a few things that you should consider, which is a medical kit would be handy, and we've actually written a few things here: antiseptic cream and disinfectant. Bite cream would be really handy to have. They don't have that out here, so bring that yourself. Bring disinfectant, because you will get, this one was cut on the reef, and we don't have disinfectant, so it's handy to bring your own disinfectant for cuts and things like that you might get from snorkeling or scuba diving and that kind of thing.
And an antiseptic cream too, so to clean
the wound. The wound.
And then cover it in an antiseptic cream.
Next one is medicine for gastro and constipation. We both speak from experience because I've had gastro for like 5 days, right? I got really bad gastro. I'm not feeling too well. Hi. And it's not nice, and if it wasn't, do you want to talk about the constipation?
I basically have the opposite problem.
Yeah. So
yeah, it's really interesting.
No further explanation required. Next one, painkillers. Do you want to talk about painkillers? Pretty obvious. Painkillers. I don't know. Just in case.
Yesterday I went for a dive and I didn't drink enough water, and I think I was a bit dehydrated and ended up with a really bad headache. So just things like that, or
Panadol, painkillers, paracetamol, whatever,
Yeah.
Aspirin.
It's always to have
it's handy to have.
Yeah.
Next one, just general things. I bring a torch. I forgot to actually bring just a little tiny torch is what I brought with me. The reason being is there's no electricity around here. They run a generator here, but the generator doesn't always run consistently, so you could be talking and having dinner, and all of a sudden, the power goes out. There's no electricity during the day, and they run a generator here between 6 p.m. and 6 a.m., so 12 hours, and then that's it. They shut the thing off, so there's no electricity during the day. So right now, I'll just turn the camera around, you can see this. Electricity's just gone out. Just as I'm filming this. There is no power. We're in the dark. Right? So it's handy to have a torch. Little torch you can carry in your pocket. Walk around in case the power goes out all of a sudden. And even then, there's only electricity in your room and in the common area, which is where we're sitting right now. And that's it. So bring a small torch. Next thing is bring cash. There's no ATM machines out here. There is nothing else. It's just the homestay and that's it. And you'll need cash if you want to go island hopping, because island hopping is expensive. How expensive is it?
No, it's insanely expensive.
It's very expensive. Like to give you contrast, there's a set of islands not far from here called Fam Islands, F-A-M, Fam Islands, which are those little bumps that have forest covering them. 6 million rupiah. cash only, which is 600 Australian dollars. What is that in euro? 400? 450? I don't know. It's just 600 fucking Australian dollars for fucking 2 hours away from here. Like, Fam Island. So anyway, bring cash, because if you want to do short day trips from Cree Island, or any other homestay for that matter, you'll need cash. They'll only accept cash. There are no ATM machines. Keep that in mind. But
then you can share.
Yeah, so I forgot to mention, if you find other people that want to travel to the same islands as you, you can cost share. So 6 million becomes 1 million if you have 5 other people you can travel with, or 8 other people, 700,000 rupiah, which is 70 Australian dollars, as opposed to 600 Australian dollars. So keep that in mind. And that's the only time you would need cash, is island hopping. The next one is bring power banks. There's no electricity half the time, so my phone right here is charged on a power bank. This one like this. So just bring power banks. It's pretty handy to have. Next one is BYO beer and spirits. We're not big beer or spirits drinkers. We'll have 1 or 2 beers and maybe a cocktail here and there on a good day. But if you love your beer and if you love your spirits, that lineup right there, then bring your own, because all of those bottles that you see there are all brought in from previous guests that have brought their own from the mainland. There are no liquor shops here. There's like a very small convenience store, which is someone's house.
Listen, don't we have to buy that?
Well, yeah.
Like, can we
Get out of here. Are you for real?
Oh yeah.
Dude, how many's are there?
Yes.
How many's there?
14.
And then there's like a fridge, which is like a normal fridge that they're selling beer from, but don't rely on that because it's not always full. So anyway, bring your own stuff. Next one is Reef shoes. Do you want to talk about Reef shoes?
Yeah, I actually bought some. Where did I buy those from?
You bought them from Gilly Tea,
and they were the best purchase, because you literally just slip these things on. You can walk anywhere over coral. You need to, because you just don't know what you're going to step on. Then it's sharp.
Sharp rocks. Next one on the list is toilet paper and tissues. Yes, they do supply toilet paper, but they ran out of toilet paper, which is lucky because we had toilet paper with us.
Especially dealing with gastro.
Especially dealing with gastro. Constipation, no problem, because you're not using it.
Yeah, you used all of it.
Yeah, I used all of it, that's right. But if you constipate it, you're not using any toilet paper. Anyway, toilet humour aside. Bring toilet tissue. And even so, if you go scuba diving and you're not feeling well, like I had gastro before I went on the scuba diving boat, I took some toilet tissue with me, like little tissues, and that got me through, so keep that in mind. Next one, mosquito repellent. There are mosquitoes out here. Next one is the rat problem. There are rats here. I know it's not a sexy thing to talk about, but like this place here, I'm just going to be honest with everybody, right? This place here, right, there were guests staying in there, and they said there were rats running along the beams inside the room, and she couldn't sleep. Like small rat, like not giant water rats, just small ones, but she had food inside. She had like cookies or something, right? So she had cookies. And I read on a review before I even flew here that someone else had the same problem because they had food inside their room. So don't bring any cookies, especially don't leave them inside your room because you will attract rats. We haven't had that problem. We haven't had a rat problem in our place.
No.
Our place is just there.
It's because we're on the water.
We're also on the water as well.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if you can see that. But we don't have food in our room, so just keep that in mind. The rats will be attracted to the food. Sunscreen, next one, sunscreen. Glass water bottle to refill, because you're going to be running around. They don't usually have water on the boat when you do a boat trip. Unless you're doing scuba diving, they'll carry water. But if you're doing a small island hopping trip, then you'll have to bring your own water. Glass water bottle's handy. And the next one is bring earplugs. Do you want to talk about earplugs?
Yeah, well, when you're underwater and there are these storms that have come through, it's quite loud, actually.
We're about to get a whole lot of crazy rain. Like the wind came out of nowhere. Like it just almost blew everything off the deck here. Yeah, the girl from South Africa loves her thunder. Loves her storms. And I was just about to launch the drone as well. Can you imagine? If that, I would not. Yeah, so I haven't used earplugs. I sleep quite easily. I fall asleep very quickly, but yeah, we've had storms almost every night here. And because our bungalow is over the ocean, the waves crash up on the beams of the house, of the homestay. And yeah, earplugs just help this one get to sleep, so keep it in mind. Marine Park, I'm on a roll.
You are on a roll.
Okay, so the Marine Park fee is like your little card like this, which basically means that you've paid 1 million rupiah for a 1 year valid card like that looks like this, which basically means you can hop around all the islands in Raja Ampat and have this card. Yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. That's all we've come up with for now. Hope you enjoy your trip to Raja Ampat, and a homestay that you go with is pretty much all of them pretty awesome. And yeah, enjoy your trip here, hopefully as much as what we have, and we're leaving tomorrow. That's the end, guys. All right, take care. Speak to you soon. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.